Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Beautiful Tuesday? Thursday? How do you say that? Welcome on this beautiful day. Come on in. Yeah. A little bit of administration, guys. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You mean what I know. Yo, Baitar, what's up, man? What's up, Habibi? Oh, X Malvi, what's up, man? Welcome. YouTube, Lars, Yugi, Kyle, Akarshan, Shark Beast Gaming. Damn, this guy's on fire right now. Love his content. Hey, I love you. Daddy, Daddy, what the fuck? Daddy, what are you doing, man? Long time no see. Are you still alive, man? Are you still working at the startup? Are you still working at the 11 new startup, huh? Am I doing this? Yeah, it's fine. Oh shit, I need to publish this publicly to everyone. Okay, so we don't need Twitch, huh? We don't need this. We don't need this. We need this. We need this. We need this. Fuck them. Fuck them. Alright. What's going on? F33DMYEG0. Hey, yeah. What's up, my man? I'm getting roasted. No, Daddy, you're not getting roasted. You're my favorite person. You know what I mean? You're my favorite developer. I swear to God. We will take it slow. Alright. I did some stuff, guys. But first of all, let's give people time basically to whatever. To whatever. Big font for the blind homies. Guys, hey. And it's almost Friday, man. It's almost Friday. What's happening on Friday? On Friday, I'm gonna pick up my beautiful BMW M3 competition. 6 inline cylinder. 510 HP. Rear wheel drive. Oh baby, that's gonna be sick. I swear to God. Did you already try the solution I sent yesterday? Yeah, no, but I read it. Oh shit, I read it, yeah, and it's good. There are some problems with the thingy. So how they do this protocol stuff? It's so weird. And I used actually ChatGPT. We need ChatGPT because this guy can do something very, very cool. Look at this, what I did, man. Decode a compact string. Look at that. So I pasted in. So we're gonna do this. Let's give us 3 more minutes, and then I'm gonna reveal the power of ChatGPT. I was actually amazed that it could do that. What I tried this morning, just for the sake of. Thank you so much, F33DMYEG0 for the Prime subscription. And for the follow. Teddy, you just follow me, you motherfucker. What's going on? It's a few seconds ago. Teddy followed me. You should shame on yourself, man. Shame on you. What's good? Ben, what's up? CN, is this working? What do you mean? Is this working? We will make it work. This is becoming almost a daily addiction. Yeah, I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna pump. So I'm hired. I even hired a video editor. I have a team. I'm hiring a team behind me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna invest in the GG Incorporation. I'm gonna put so much content out that basically every Go content creator is going to be disappearing. They're gonna be. There's no. It's inevitable. But because they cannot follow, right? They can't. They literally cannot do that. It's impossible. So now they are sitting there like, what are we gonna do? The only thing they need to do is killing me. They need to kill me, man. They should kill me when they had the chance, but they didn't. You know what I mean? They didn't. They should have killed me when they had the chance, guys. But they didn't. And now they're gonna regret. Okay. Just. Smart. Twitch quality seems better. Yeah, it is. YouTube is a bit scuffed. Delay on chat and all that stuff. I don't know why, but we are everywhere. You know what I mean? Hey Anthony, excited to build the next-gen streaming platform. Yeah, the problem with the streaming platform is that you need to... making a streaming platform is not that hard. Like, building software is not that hard. It's easy. Because everything is out in the open, right? You can... library here, library there. You just... everything is almost open source. It's easy. The biggest problem is... marketing, team. You need to have content creators, the biggest ones, you know. Just look at, how was it called? It was not Kick, that other thing where Ninja was subscribed to. I don't know what it is. I cannot remember. But yeah, everything basically went south, right? Because you need to have, you know what I mean? The M3 Comp 20, yeah, the G80. The G80. Let's take a look at this thing. Actually, to be honest, we can take a look at this thing right now. And then we're gonna start here. I think it's a motivation. So for the people that basically are not yet subscribed, guys, listen, chat, listen to me. I promised my grandma once again that I'm gonna have 100k subscribers by the end of the year. Don't let grandma down, man. Join the Discord community, subscribe on the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, whatever you want to do, do it. Where is it? Where is the competition thing? Where is he? Where is this beast? Did we post it in here? Yeah, we did. This one, man. Look at this beast, man. Look at that. Holy shit, man. Look at this. With the competition thing here, you know what I mean? Wait, look at that. Boom. The back. Look at this monster. Carbon fiber roof. Where is the back of this thing? I want to see the back. There is no back picture. I had a back picture with the 4 exhausts. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy, man. Holy shit. Alright, let's start. I bought a full-time GoDev course and I'm still learning every day. Thank you. Hey, can you DM me that? Mail me this. You know what I mean? Mail me. I need reviews. Because I'm going, like I said, I'm gonna revamp the whole shebang. I'm gonna revamp my whole structure here. It's gonna be crazy. I had subscribed 2 times. That's good, man. 1 time is good enough. Oh, you're just checking if your message is working. Yeah, see, and the problem is, if you type a message to me on YouTube, it's going to take 1 minute before I can read it. If you go to Twitch, you can directly, if you boom, it's instant communication. So what are we doing, right? So we basically built, let me open up Excalibur. So we did the previous stream, we did this recap on how we're gonna engineer this Kafka thing. One thing to notice is this array is going to be a circular buffer, right? Circular buffers. That's something to note. We need that because we're gonna cap that, right? Because otherwise it's gonna be an endless. So we can predefine the array. We can pre-allocate this, and then we can circle. You know what I mean? I think that's possible. We need to check that for the offsets because maybe a consumer group is lagging behind and we cannot override these messages. So we need to. We're gonna experiment with that very soon. So we are at this point. We have our server made and all that stuff. So that's nice. Let me print out. This is gonna be the birth end, right? Yeah. Let's do that. So what I did is this. Yeah, previous stream we were trying to decode this protocol and all that stuff. Let me do go run main.go actually here. He's gonna see what's happening. So it's gonna print out this thing, right? And this is going to be a message. And I just copied this and pasted that into GPT here. Look at that. And it could detect exactly what it was. And the problem we had was basically, the problem is this correlation ID. So let's start with the header. Let's just do that. This is very important because if you're going to write protocols for blockchains, if you're going to write protocols for other stuff, parsing these binary stuff with Go is important to know. Message, that's for later on. So let's do something like this. Type header struct. And like a Mansour, basically, Baitar, actually, to be honest, Sunday when I'm going to pick you up with the car, or Sunday or next week, we're going to meet, right? You need to say how I need to pronounce your name because I'm not quite sure how to do that. Or otherwise, send me a voice message, you know what I mean? Send me a voice message over Discord. Yeah, so this is going to be the total length. We missed that, right? So the header is going to be, we're going to have a size, which is going to be an int 32. And then we're going to have the API key. And that's exactly Wait, because error code, API keys. This one. Boom. Look at that. This is that API key. I missed that. Can't read documentation, man. This key, right? And we have. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. So we're gonna call this the API key because they call it like that. API key. In 16, this is gonna be 2 bytes. And then we're gonna have the same thing, which is gonna be an API version. Man, my keyboard is the layout is bad. Yeah, fine. That's that. So what we could do is this. We could do, where are we? Here in this connection here, that's fine. Do we need to make a byte? We can. Let's make a reader, right? Let's make a reader out of this bytes. Actually, new reader out of this raw MSG. I'm gonna read notifications very soon, guys. No worries about that. I'm not gonna forget you. Yeah, reader. Then we're gonna do this. var header, binary, read. Actually, I think it's binary, big endian. Can we read? No, we can't. So we need to do this. Binary, read, reader, and it's going to be binary, big endian, right? What's big endian? It's basically the order of the bytes. Big endian, little endian. It's little endian, big endian, they shift. They are reversed. That's basically the simplest explanation you can get. Most of the time, you're going to deal with little endian on systems, on architectures, but for networking protocols, big endian sometimes getting used. Especially protocols from the Stone Age, like Kafka. Okay, now we can do this. We're going to give a pointer to this reference to this header. And then we can actually print out the header here. Look at that. Did I save this? Go run. Guys, we're gonna do this. Let's presenter here. Clear. Make touch actually. Make file. Make file. Let's do run. Go run main. Go place that. Go back here. Do this. Make. Boom. Now, we got the header, right? You see this header? We parsed this header here, 44, which is going to be the total size of bytes. The total byte size of the message. Then we're going to have 18, which is going to be the API key, which is going to determine what is going to be the message we are reading here. And this is the API version. We need to still check out what that does. So what is 18? Let's go to 18. 18 is API versions. API versions. So if we click this, then we go. That's basically where we are a little bit stuck, right? So we have these API versions, and I think you have 1, 2, and 3, and I think it's going to be this thing, right? 3, but we're missing. This is the fields. You see, client software name, client software version, and tagged fields. The problem is, if we go to ChatGPT and we paste that in, it could basically say to me that we need a correlation ID. And actually, it makes sense because if we inspect these bytes, let me print them out again. FMT println, raw MSG, right? Let's do that. Make. It's going to print out the bytes. Boom. So you're going to see this, right? There's going to be a uint 32, which is going to represent 44 number. Then we read these 2 bytes, 18, and these 2 bytes is 3. 16, uint, in 16 is 2 bytes. And then we read this correlation ID. But we cannot find this in the documentation, right? Look at that. It's hard to deal with. Hard to deal with. So yeah. Which channel on Discord with this BMW motivation? Coding go when the crazy hitman looking dude is revolutionizing Golang videos again. Yeah, man, you're gonna change the whole fucking space. You know what I mean? Alright, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna make a new structure. Type API versions. gonna do this. Let's do that. So we need to have, actually we can't do that because we need to have, we cannot do it in a struct, I think. Actually we can. What do we need here? Client software name, client software version. Client software name int 16. Is that true? No, it's not, man. This is a buffer. This is actually that. It's gonna be byte. The same thing. Software version. Also gonna be a byte. The thing is, let's make a function here. Func. Let's call it func read API version. Let's return an API version here. Let's return this just like plain. API version. What's going on here, man? Just like this. We're gonna give us a reader, right? IO reader. And the first thing we need to do is, let me say what GPT is telling us. We need to this is being decoded as a compact string, right? Look at that here. Compact string. What is a compact string? It's a string with a probably where the first byte is going to be an variable, a varint is what they call it. Let me quickly see. No, this is bad. This is classic GPT. That this isn't. We don't need that. Read compact string, right? So let's see what they do here. Did I actually? Here. Read variant. Okay, just reading a new variant. And then okay, let's try that. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna say size. Is it an error? Binary read. So instead, this is a tip I'm gonna give you. Instead of basically copy pasting, try to read it and try to come up with the rest yourself a little bit, because otherwise you're not gonna memorize what you did, right? So read u varint and the reader probably. Is that true? Yeah, it is. Why can't we do that? A byte reader. What the hell? What's a byte reader, man? What's a byte reader? Hunk? Wait, maybe it is. Oh, it is byte reader. That's weird. I never, guys, did you ever seen a byte reader? What the hell is that? That's wild. D Rezos, thanks for the subscription, for the Prime subscription, man. You're a fucking champ. We need an error. Actually, I'm gonna completely ignore the error seed just for the sake of. It's gonna be the size of the variant. Let me actually print out the size. The size is, man, can I please? The size. He's gonna be a 64. It's fine. This is the header. Actually, print the header. Read API version. And that's gonna be the reader again. Is this gonna work? I have no clue. Let's see. Size is 0. That's weird. Did they made a mistake here? Look at that, and you can prompt GPT like, did you? I think you made a mistake in the read compact string. Look at that, and then he's gonna say, oh yeah, you're right, but we don't know, right? You're correct to point out concerns with read compact string function. I did not accurately decode Kafka compact string. Alright, you see? Let's do it again here. Merhaba. Merhaba ISD. Merhaba. Nasılsın? Buyuk takım. Come on, man. Vamos, vamos. Look at that. Oh, no light. Bad. Went to the gym today. Bag day. It's actually weird that we cannot read the U-button here. No, I know what's the problem. It's the, you see, it's the correlation ID. That's the problem. It's the correlation ID. That's why. It's gonna work pretty fine. It's the correlation ID. We forgot that. Correlation ID, which is gonna be an int. I think it's an int 32. So that's that. So first of all, let's do this. V. Let's do that. Version is gonna be API version. Or maybe we do that. And then we say, do you use Copilot? Nope. You're my Copilot, man. Mezzo, from now on, you're my Copilot. Actually, to be honest, the whole chat is my... Why do I need Copilot? I have like 100 engineers in the chat. Why do I need Copilot if I have 100 engineers? That's the thing. Streamer privileges. Binary. Read. The same thing. We're gonna say R, this byte reader. Then binary, big endian. And then we're gonna say pointer to this version. Dot correlation ID. Let's do something like that. We can't. Man. You see, something is wrong with the byte reader, man. Let's cast it to a reader then, huh? Aber ja. So we first read from the reader this thingy, and then we can read the size. Is that a thing? Actually, the size is, and also let's print the version. And hopefully, we have something cool. Version is 1. The size is... We are making problems, man. The correlation ID is 1. Can you explain what you are doing for people not familiar with the Kafka internal architecture? Well, guys, let me do this real quick for you, my man. So Kafka, this is what we're gonna build, right? A producer produces to the server. The server going to insert the messages into a circular buffer. We're also gonna maintain a map where we're gonna maintain each offset for each group. I think that's going to be grosso modo, which basically means in big lines. That's gonna be it, right? Maybe we need to change that, but that's for later. This is basically like big overview. But the problem is, if we are using the official client, we are using the official Kafka client, so we want to also implement the official protocol, the official Kafka protocol. Basically, if we want to speak to each other, right? If we want to speak, if A wants to speak to B in a certain language, right? In a certain language. If A wants to speak to B in a certain language, B needs to understand the language. If I speak to you in Dutch, in my language, you need to understand that. So I'm going to say some stuff to you, and you're going to take the dictionary and translate that, right? That's what we're doing here, right? So the client is coming up with some gibberish, and we are going to translate that into Golang structure so we can use this information and do stuff with it. Right? That's what we're doing. Yeah. This version is 100% correct, this correlation ID. That's gonna be 1. It's the read uvar int that's a problem, and I don't know why. Where is ChatGPT here? Bytes, new reader, buff. Skip the first 4 bytes of the total length. Big endian, fine. Buffer big endian, yes, fine. Read a compact string. Yeah. Read compact string. Read varint. Read varint, byte reader. Results. What the hell is that? Why is it? I'm gonna copy this function, to be honest, I'm gonna lie. Because that's way too complex for a small man like me. Like a simple man like me. Read variant. Let's see if that's gonna work, to be honest. We could easily just do the Kafka thing without the protocol and we're done in 2 hours. We wanna do the complete experience. You're going to be a programmer or a Timmy. What do you want to be? A programmer or a Timmy? Exactly. A programming Timmy. Insert Rickross, another one. ChatGPT is Copilot. Maybe. So what we are doing right now, guys, for the people that are tuning in, we are reading. It's basically sending us a message. And the message is being called API version message. Which we need to decode that, and then we need to respond with some stuff. That's going to be also a challenge, right? And then we can produce, and then we can insert these messages into our stuff. That's what we're going to do. So let us do this quickly. So now we're going to use this function. Read variant. Let's do that. R. Let's see if that's going to work. Copy, paste. No. Why? It wants a byte. It can. Oh yeah, see what it is. We can do add. We can't. I'm gonna cast it like that. It's not gonna change anything. I know. Read variant. Can we? Maybe there's an error that we actually don't know about. If. Let's fatal it out, right? Probably not. No. Correlation ID. Ah, it's an N16. You see, this is experience. Look at that, because we have these 4 bytes here. Very important that you guys know that. If you really want to be a good engineer, good pro, you need to read bytes. This is this correlation ID, which is an N32. I think this. What does this look like? Because this should be, if it was an uint, if it was an N32, we should read that. But that doesn't make any sense to me for the number. But this does, because 7 could perfectly be a string. And then it's gonna read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this again in 16, 0, 19, and this 19 is gonna be exactly the rest, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And what is it? I know. It's gonna work. The problem is, why is this variant not working, right? Why is it doing here? It's so bad. You're not gonna use that. It's shifting stuff and all that thingy. What we could do is hack this real quick. We could hack it, right? We could hack it. Look at that. How are we gonna hack it? Well, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work like this. Look at that. Var size is gonna be an N16. Look at this. And then we're gonna say binary read r binary big endian and size. Look at that. And now we're gonna do this. Make hacking the system. Boom. The size is 7, right? And now we can read that. So we're gonna have size here. We could call this. We could call it API. No. What is it called? Let me split the screen real quick. Client software name. Client. Actually, do this. Software. Nah, it's fine. Let's do this. Let's call it size. And now we're gonna do this. Actually, version dot client software name is going to be make me a slice of bytes, and that's going to be size long, 7 long, and then we're going to say binary read this reader into a binary big endian into this. Do we need a pointer? I think it is the version client software name. Let's make it again. Okay, that's fine. Let's print the string. String version dot client software name. Let's see if there's something decent. RD Kafka, perfectly fine. That's weird. So we're gonna reuse the size. We're gonna actually read again. We're gonna read the size again. We're gonna read the client software version. Let's print the string here. Like that. Let's make again. Shit, we fucked it up. Did I make a mistake? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons. Wait, we don't make it, right? That's the problem. It's gonna work perfectly fine, Anthony. GG, well played. You need to do this. You need to make this thing first, right? Clients version. Make a byte of the size, the new size. Override the memory. Make it again. Brilliant. Look at that. That's what I call software engineering. Actually, very easy. Nothing, but I know a lot of you guys miss this concept, right? You miss this concept of understanding what's going on. Important. You forgot Mick. Yeah, Mansoor, of course, he knows what's going on, right? Because he is a loyal member of the GG Incorporation, right? He's a loyal member. He knows that shit. The question is, what do we have? Then we have something else. Do we have over? Do we have a leftover? Let's do this. Like, how can we know what's over without knowing the size? We could do this, like an IO read all, just to check this reader. Actually, fuck this thing, and then fmt println and see what is if there are still bytes into this buffer, into the reader. If we can still read this, right? This is the rest. What is this? What is this actually? You see, you can clearly see that following ChatGPT is not going to end up very well, because suddenly we have a client ID, suddenly we have a client software name, and suddenly we have a client software version. Actually, we have it. But where's the size of this thing? What's up, man? What's going on? I cannot pronounce your name because it's Russian, I think. Stringified. Look at that. What's up, Skippy Blender? Welcome! Yeah. Thanks for the follow, by the way. No Pointer, the reference, and the Black Zillion, and Wazara, and Tien Goon 9, and some other boys. Thank you so much. There's actually, they probably do not encode any lengths because they know, like, dude, this is the last bit of the thingy. This is so scuffed. But it is what it is. Actually, to be honest, guys, do we want to have string siege? Yeah, we want that. This is a correlation ID, huh? Client ID. You see, that's the thing. I don't understand this. Wait, maybe the client ID is... You see? It's like, what the hell's going on here? Where is ID? There is none. That's what confuses me, right? It's like, what the hell's going on? That's what confuses me. Let me think real quick. So what happens if we do... What happens if we do this? Let me see real quick. What's going on? Come on. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do that. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so we have RD Kafka. That's what we know, right? That's the thing. That's our wait, this is going to be the version and this is the client. Confluent Kafka. And then we have RD Kafka. 7 bytes. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes. The client ID is the 7 bytes thingy. The software name. And then we have the version. That's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're gonna do, actually, to be honest, guys, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make strings of this whole shebang here, and then we're gonna say this thing. Let's read into this thing. All right, and then we say version. Can we do? Wait, we could do this. Client software name. I'm so sorry, guys. I want to do this correctly and correctly only. Client software, client ID is this. Client ID is going to be the string representation of the client ID. Then this is going to be the client's software. Let me split the screen. Software name. I'm so sorry, not sorry. Client software. No man, no man. Client soft. Type in me good. Yeah, do me good, man. Copy this. Client name. This. Client software name. That. And then the last thing is going to be the client. Why am I forgetting all the fucking time? The client software version. Version. And that's going to be this read all thing. Just like that. I love it, man. I love it. And of course now it could be that it's going to pork out, but I don't think. I think it's fine. Yes! No! What's going on here? Did I fuck that up? Correlation ID. Read the size. Make the client. Read into this client. We need pointers. We need pointers, isn't it? Oh yeah. We don't handle this. Let's call request is this. Let's print that. Do we need the headers? Wait, actually we need to switch based on the header. We're gonna do that later on. Let's make the request here. Request is this. Delete this, make again, please. Let's just go. Yes, guys, look at that. We did it. We have deserialized. How did you compile to Windows? I'm not using Windows. And Any particular reason for using make instead of go build? Or air? I think air is a little bit of a Timmy move, to be honest, unless I use it for temple stuff. And when I have a web server and I need to basically auto-refresh my my web pages. I think air is muy bien for that. Go build is good, but the thing is that most of the time a makefile, you're gonna have a bin folder and you're gonna build it and then run it and whatever. So I just use makefiles because it's easy. There are way other options you could do, but for me, makefile is something that I do for quite a long time. So yeah, that's why I'm using it. But doing air for this is just, it's gonna cause so much pain. Nah, it's fine. So again, this is running, you can see, this is basically running WSL in Ubuntu. It's WSL 2. Yeah, it's WSL. It should work so fucking good. It's a complete Linux system here that I'm in. I'm never on Windows. I'm only on Windows when I play a game or edit my videos. I'm just sitting in here in this thing forever, and everything works. Everything I install, Ruby, Docker, whatever, everything works. Yeah, actually Docker is a problem a little bit, but you use Docker desktop, and that's automatically going to detect. It's not running. Docker is not running right now, but you see, it's gonna detect everything. It's gonna be so fine. Look at that. They have support for WSL2. I need to run Docker desktop. Problem is Docker that takes so much memory, man. So leave it off if you don't need it. Okay, cool. Now we need to now we have that. So the thing is, we have this header. So what we're gonna do basically here is switch header dot API key like this, and then we're gonna actually make an enum. What's it called? Let's do that. API key API versions. Versions. What's going on here? Is it? Man, I want to go back to the API key. How do I do that? Yeah, baby, look at that. API is 18. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to do this. Boom. API key versions that we want. Where's my switch statement here? Here. Case header API. Key case API key versions. We're gonna do this. Version. It's gonna be that. Look at that. Version default. We're gonna say fmt println unhandled message from the client. And then we could do something like nothing. Actually, this. Yeah. Let's do that. Boom. Butts. Woozy. It's a wazi. It's a fugazi. Make again. Make again. Clear the screen once and for all. Make. Boom. Yes, baby. We got what we want. Alright. Of course, now we need to respond. Tja. Steve, Mac also makes sense. Most of my Go projects are Temple right now. Yeah, for Temple, Air, I swear to God, it's the best thing you could do. I cannot imagine working without Air. But for these things, it's like, maybe for API servers, you could do the same thing, right? But yeah, I think you do a lot of more changes if you work on HTML, right? Or you do some CSS changes or something, and you want to quickly see the results, auto refresh to see your diffs moving and your colors and your theme and all that stuff. But if you work on API or on other servers that are not basically visually intense, how many times are you refreshing your server? Not that much, right? Sometimes it could be that you're debugging a little bit, but like killing the server and restarting is not a big of a deal, right? But for development with UI intensive stuff, yes. Muy bien. Sargat666, I've been using Docker installed directly in WSL2 and works cool. Yeah, it's worked pretty fine. I have still no clue, and I think basically DHH from the creator of Ruby, David Heinemeier Hansen, the co-founder of 32 signals, 37 signals, I don't know, and the co-creator of, actually the creator of Ruby on Rails, he also recently started using WSL2. And he thinks it's amazing. It is amazing. I have no problems with it, ever. Because trust me, I've been working on a MacBook for a very long time. It's basically recently, since I streamed, this 1.5 years ago, since I started streaming and making content. That's when I actually bought a big PC to handle the stream. And that's when I actually was forced to do it on Windows, because Linux is fine, but Linux is not that great as a content creator, especially not if you have these tools for editing videos. If you have, I have a big graphical card for playing games. I mean, you have Windows, right? So I'm being forced to use it, and I can say it works amazingly fine. It's crazy how good it works, man. For a dist system, what would you say is the recommended order to watch your videos? Oh, Randon, that's a good question. If you're already experienced in Golang, then you can skip the How to Golang playlist, and then you can go everything with the blockchain, maybe distributed file system and all that stuff. To be honest, if you watch these two things, you're already a professional. I cannot. It's covered everything, to be honest. Nice Wall Street reference. It's a Fugazi, it's a Wazi, it's a Woozy. Cocaine and hookers, baby. Yeah, I cannot imagine working on a Windows terminal. Well, I mean on Windows. I cannot imagine doing stuff in Windows in the file system. I cannot imagine that. So I need to have Linux system. You know what I mean? All right. So now we need to respond. Yeah. How are we gonna do that, huh? That's actually, let me see, to be honest. 18. Let's go, let's go. We respond with an API key and a min version, but the thing is, I already know that this is going to be... ChatGPT is going to do it. I cannot, guys, is it me? Chat, be honest. Is it me? Or is this documentation completely wild? I don't understand what they mean. It does not reflect what we need to do. Look at that. Look what we did. And look what they said was. It does not work, man. I mean, if this was just a simple C strict, like they just need to do something like note it like a C strict. Like a simple C strict where with all the versions inside, with all the fields inside, and the thingy in 16, whatever. Things are missing. Anyway, so luckily this guy knows what he needs to do, ChatGPT. So now, how do we respond here, right? What do we need to respond back to the client? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah. Uh-huh. No code. Okay, what is this? It's a short integer. Probably a 16. Int 16. 2 bytes. A list of support APIs. So it's going to be a... what that, man? Holy crap. It's going to give me everything. Try Spring Web Client in Kotlin. Man, in 11U they write a lot of stuff in Kotlin. I was in these repos, man, and I just dipped them out, not gonna lie. That was wild, man. No Kotlin for me, baby. Okay, it's gonna, and yeah, look at that. All right, baby. I'm gonna take it, man. I'm trusting you, man. I trust you so hard. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna delete the comment because that's not gonna make any sense. API key, min version, max version, seems good. An error code, perfectly fine. API versions is gonna be a list. It's gonna be a slice. It's gonna be a slice to this API version thingy here, and then the throttle time MS is gonna be an N32. I don't know what that is, but right. We can do this ourselves. Wait, we need to. We can try it ourselves, so we can actually write some code. No, actually, do they? How do they do that? Okay, they do write to. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do a func real quick. We're gonna say what is it? R from response. Okay, let's do that. AVR, even better. Do we want the pointers? No. We don't. We're gonna call this write. Let's make it capital. Let's do IO writer. And we're gonna... Let's return another line now. Finally write. Okay, I see. The same thing as read but with write. W, and then it's gonna be binary big endian. And then we're gonna write AVR dot error code. It's going to be 0 by default because it's going to initialize that stuff. And then what we need to do is we probably need to write the length here. And I think you could do it like that, len. Because if you decode, if you're going to decode a slice or an array into binary protocol, you're always going to write the length of your slice struct, the length of your type. Well, the length of how many stuff of your type is in there, you know what I mean? So it's going to be avr.api versions. Is it just that? It's an int32, it's fine. Wait. What the hell are they doing here, man? Well, look at that. What is this? It's insane. Len, huh? An int. Any. This thing is weird, not gonna lie here. But it's fine. Now we're gonna loop for version in range avr.versions. And now we need to decode this version thingy. Well, what you could do is make a write. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna always decode, man. Is it decode? It's encode, right? Let's copy that. Big endian, we're gonna write API key, min version, and this. Okay, fine. Max version, and then total time ms. Gonna be this thing. Let's paste it in here. Let's kill this thing. Actually, there's all an error, right? There's gonna be an error, and then it's gonna nasty. If you need to check all these errors, it's gonna be so wild. I'm gonna lie. So let's return null here. Sometimes it's fine. We're gonna do. Hey, wanted some startup advice from you. Should you go with a minimalistic framework or a full-featured one for a new startup product? To be honest, I would pick something that suits you. I would pick something that you like. You know what I mean? If you want to write it in Next.js, fine. SvelteKit, fine. Laravel, fine. So what is basically of today a minimalistic framework? Does it exist? If you check PHP, Laravel is a full-blown framework. Next, full-blown framework. SvelteKit is a full-blown framework, right? They all have all the tools. Well, actually, that's not true. I think Laravel is a full. To be honest, it doesn't matter. Pick something you like. It really doesn't matter. Because you're gonna fail, probably. So I'm so sorry. But that's what needs to be. You need to fail. You need to fail first. Let's go. Oh, not. You see, guys, now we were laughing with this. And now it's actually... We were laughing. And now we need to do it anyway. Binary write. We're gonna write this AVR dot total time ms. Not quite sure what that is, right? That's gonna be it. Now, how are we gonna know that this is gonna work with this? It's gonna be so painful. So we have this version here. Let's do that. Actually, I'm gonna say slog info. Let's make something like server received message from client. there's gonna be API. So API key is such a weird thing. Like message type. I'm gonna call it message type because I think it's so weird. API key. That's weird, man. Maybe we could do. What happens if we do this? What happens if we do this in slog? Slog. I don't know. What happens actually? Oh, it basically just dumps everything in, huh? Fine. Oh, this is a null terminated string. Guys, is this a null terminated string? No. It's fine. Don't leave it like that. Delete API version. Now we're gonna respond. So how are we gonna do that? We're gonna do var response. Let's do that. Response is going to be this response thing. We're gonna say this error code is gonna be 0, right? We know that it's gonna be 0, but just put it in for the verbosity because Go is not verbose enough. Wink. What do we have? Let me actually copy this to see what's going on here. API versions. Wait, let's do API version. What is gonna happen if we basically we do this? I don't know. Let's make it. I don't know, man. I don't know what I need to fill in here. So we're gonna make it 0. Right? We're gonna have one version. And then we need to have the total time ms. Total time ms. I have no fucking clue. 10. 10 ms. Yeah, 10 is fine. 10. That's Dutch. 10 ms. I'm sorry. And now we need to do this. Response dot decode. Encode, by the way. Encode. And we encode it into our connection. Just like that. Catching the error doesn't make any sense because we didn't return any. So let's do that, right? Boom. Connection error. GG, well played. Invalid response size. Increase received message max bytes. What's big endian? A giant endian. Big endian is basically the byte order of bytes. And you get big endian and little endian, and big endian is it's reverse of little endian. That's the easiest explanation I can give you. You can go in depth to that. It's important that you know. Most of the time, like these modern architectures will have little endian. Correct me if I'm wrong. But old school protocols and old architectures will still have big endian. What's the best in performance? I have no clue, to be honest. Does it actually has? I don't know. Probably it is, but I'm not. Yeah, and like Steve Mac Awesome is telling, for network stuff, most is big endian. Although in blockchain stuff, if I remember, some use little endian, by the way, for some reason, you know, because they have a little endian. We all dream from a big endian, you know. Wait. The thing is that we cannot just encode this thing. We cannot just encode that, man. We need to write the complete size of this message, right? Network errors, fuck you, man. Do you have any tips to learn Vim motions besides daily usage and codes? Start with a couple. What I would do actually is you start with moving with your keys. That's the first thing you do. Right? You learn the J. Actually, I don't even know how to do that. The H, the J. The problem is that J is my escape key, so I need to the H, J, K, and these things to move. Right? That's what I would do. first, right? It's going to be a little bit slow to do this, right? But it's fine. You do that. And then you start with, for example, these inserts. Well, I don't even know. Shift insert and all that stuff. You just use a couple. That's easy. It's getting hard if you're gonna do stuff like Primogen and TJ are doing, like all these key bindings and harpoon stuff, and they bind things to buffer, previous buffer, and they do a lot of crazy stuff. It's very efficient, but I mean, that takes time, right? That takes time. Yeah. Start very simple. Is there any batteries included framework in Golang? Most I saw are little. Jin Echo. There are some, but you have something like Go Ravel, which is basically a Laravel, but Go Ravel, Go Laval. But yeah, try it, man. I don't know. I've been on Vimotions, man. I've been on Vimotions for 4 months and can never go back. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Once you know this, it's just like, man. What I did is actually I binded my leader T to run the test file under the cursor, and now I never need to touch my mouse anymore, which is good. Listen, when I started out with these Vim, and the guy, the person that basically took me into Vim was Jonathan Blow. G Blow, yes, the man himself. I was watching his streams. He was so fucking good with his Emacs stuff, and I wanted to do the same thing, and I used Vim. I learned Vim, and I was so slow. I was so slow in the beginning, and I even did it at my job. It was so slow, man. Sometimes I grabbed my mouse, and sometimes I used my arrow keys, but gradually you're gonna be faster and faster and faster. Trust me, you need to trust the process 100%. Yeah, so I love the response of Baitar. He said, "Nah, I'll keep using VS Code like the way I do without Vim and Vimotions etc." So that's fine, because listen, it is very important in your life. Is this statement? This is very, very important, right? Whatever you do in your life, whatever you use, it does not mean coding. Whatever you do in your life, if it makes sense for you, it does not need to make sense for anyone else. Keep that in mind. Write this down, print it out, put it on your fucking toilet or on your wall somewhere. If it makes sense for you, it does not need to make sense for anyone else. No matter what they say. You know what I mean? It's if it's good for you and you feel good and you feel amazed, you feel it's fine. Just for me, like for me this is fine. It does not need to make it doesn't need to make sense for anyone else. You know what I mean? Maybe it does not make sense for Prime, but that's not me and he's not him. Well, you know what I mean? He's not him, he's him, but you know what I mean? He's not me and I'm not him, right? That's the thing. It's the same thing in my friends, with my friends and with my family. I always eat as clean as possible. I mostly always ate the same thing, right? And they always laugh at me. Why are you always eating it? It's boring. It's like rabbit food. You're eating rabbit food. Rabbit food. You're a fucking badass. Yes, I'm eating rabbit food, but it makes sense for me. It doesn't need, I'm happy. You know, it's fine. I'm shredded. It doesn't need to make sense for you. The same thing when my friends go out in the club, we go to on the cafe, you know what I mean? Drink a beer. And I leave at 10:30 because I need to go to sleep, because I need to work next day. I need to go to the gym next day, even in the weekends. And they always laugh at me. Like, Anthony, stay. Why are you going? You pussy. You see? If it makes sense for me to leave at that time, you don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to feel bad. If it makes sense for you, it does not need to make sense for anyone else. And if you can do this rule, it's golden for you, man. Of course, if it does not make sense for you, then you can start improving, right? If you feel that you're slow with your mouse and you really want to learn Vimotions, you really want to, well, then it makes sense for you to learn it, right? But like Mbatar Mansour is telling us that for him, he's fine with what he has. VS Code without Vmotions, that's fine. It makes sense for him, you know? That's what it is. Konijnenvoer, exactly, man. They call that. Oh, yeah, konijnenvoer on Teta, man, again. Yeah. It's just chicken, rice, and some vegetables, man. What the fuck is going on? It's easy, man. You just buy a chicken, right? Like 16, like 1 kilo, 1.6 kilograms, right? And you just bake that stuff in the oven. And then you have like these things for a fucking week. You know what I mean? It's like you have chicken for a whole week. And then you go to Albert Heijn and you buy these overgroenten, these vegetables to put in the oven. And you buy 3-4 of them. And it takes 30 minutes to make food for the whole fucking week. 30 minutes. You put everything in the oven and call it a fucking day. And you have good food, clean food for the whole week. And then you go to Albert Heijn once again, which is the store in Belgium and in the Netherlands. You go to Albert Heijn again and you buy the honey mustard 0% fat. Oh, baby. And you're golden, man. Easy. No worry. It's faster than even getting fast food. It is, man. You just put it in the oven. Put it in the oven and you play a game. You know what I mean? Play Aram, League of Legends. Play Aram 20 minutes and go back and your food is done. You know what I mean? Or watch a video from Anthony GG. Even better. Oh, man. Leaving at 2030 is the best just because confuse everyone else, especially if they secretly want to go home too. Girlfriend will complain about the low food variety. Exactly. That's the thing, man. That's yeah. They will. They will. Even my kids complaining, but I bake. That's the thing. I make food for my kids always different. They always eat something different. The whole family eats spaghetti or pizza, and I'm always eating clean. That's the only thing, man. If you wanna, but that's I'm autistic, right? So I repeat my day always the same thing, always the same, always the same. Oh, and if it's not going like it's in my head, I'm getting it doesn't feel good. It's weird. All right, let's continue here. So the problem is we are going to return this API version stuff. But we need to actually... Key points to consider. You're an idiot, ChatGPT, because we need to basically... Look at that. Hey, listen. Listen, Timmy! We need to let the client know what the total, actually, size is going to be. You're absolutely right. AI is gonna replace. It's indeed gonna replace the Timmys, 100%. But you're absolutely right about including the total size and the response. It's a critical part of Kafka's protocol for responses. It's so critical that it cannot even come up with that from the first response. You know what I mean? And then you have all these soy devs on Twitter. I'm going to repeat. And then you have all these soy devs on Twitter saying that they're going to use Copilot and ChatGPT to code and they're going to be productive. How is that even possible? Yeah, because you're writing the same stupid stuff. You know what I mean? These simple things like log in a usage. What's going on here? Temporarily write a placeholder for the size. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, they write in a buffer. That's actually very smart. I'm gonna lie. Timmy is smart. Because if you write that in a buffer, if we write it directly to the connection, we cannot know the size of the thing we are doing. So we could actually make a buffer. It's gonna be, I think a bytes buffer is gonna be fine, right? And instead of writing to R, let's write to buff. It's not gonna work. Yeah, it is. Now it is, right? So there's gonna be this and buff. Can we do? fine. I will do it like that. You see, that's where other people can actually change these things directly. I can do it sometimes, but I would do it like that. But the problem is that some stuff is in the way, you know what I mean? You could do this and then click and use rename symbol or change all occurrences, but I don't have these keybinds. And that are these fine tunes that you could actually do to make your lives easier. But how many times do you do that? Frequently. But I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy for that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect, man. Sorry, I'm not perfect. Okay, honey? I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm gonna be a better man. I swear, man. I'm so sorry that I took you for granted all these years, man. I'm so sorry. I will change. I will. Yeah. I'm gonna make more free time. I promise. Yeah, I know, but this time's gonna be different, honey. I swear to God, it's gonna be different. Yeah, it is, honey. People can change, man, if they really want to, you know? If they really want to, people can change. Trust me. Yeah. You can book my, you can book me for some, man, listen, I can be a doctor, astronaut, a fireman. I can be whatever you want, you know? Hire me as an actor. Wait, so now we're writing in this buffer. And now we need to... Wait. How do they do that? Temporarily write a placeholder for the size. How are we going to rewrite that thing? How is this gonna work? I can already tell that this is a bug. This is a bug. Once again, you're gonna make... Look, I think what we could do is this, right? So we're gonna write first. That's something that we need to do. So we're gonna do this. Oh wait. I hear. God damn it, man. This was fine. It's huge. Bytes, buffers. It's heat, man. Look at this, we could do that, right? And we can shift I. Wait, it's not. Actually, how can we edit this all? I'm gonna do it like that, and then do this, delete that, and call this buff. Okay, fine. Same thing, heat buff. So, first of all, let's write 4 things. Let's make vars. New buffer, yes. No? In 32. Okay, so yeah, fine. Let's delete that. Tell this thing. So we do it like ChatGPT said. We're gonna fill up the buffer with 4 bytes. Why? Because we're gonna fill it up with 4 bytes. Something like this, right? We're gonna make 4 bytes here. Like this, right? And then we're gonna do some other stuff. But then later on we could do binary put in 32. So we can actually say the location of where we're gonna put these 4 bytes again and replace them. That's what we're gonna do. So now we have this buffer. So we're gonna say binary put. Is it a variant? Binary big endian put you int 32. Can we please type in me? And then it's gonna be the byte itself. And the thing we want to place. So that's going to be, I think we could do this buff 04. And then we can't. Len. Wait, it's gonna be buff len. Shit, we can. Cannot slice above. Wait, is it going to put it from the beginning of the buffer? That could be a thing. So maybe ChatGPT was right here. It could be that it's going to take the bytes and it's going to place it at the beginning of the bytes. We don't know. Let's actually print this out just to be sure. Println buff. I'm gonna see. Wait, let me quickly do this. Is it gonna print that out? Probably it is, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, you see? 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, it's not. So it's actually working. Maybe I can. Oh yeah, but it's 20. Yeah, it's 20 the whole thing. It's 16. This is 16. This is 4, which is 20. So that's why they actually it warned us -4 exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly. Is it like this then? Wait. -4. Yeah. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Look at that. Didn't we agree to the task file? Man, task files, I don't know what it is, but why would you ever use a task file, man? Why? It's a YAML. I hate YAML, man. YAML is for Timmies. No, it's fine. But I don't, yeah, no. No NeoVim. No, man. We did, the previous stream was NeoVim. Previous stream we did NeoVim. Yeah, so I think this response should work. But now we have this buffer, right? Now we need to write this buffer into this writer. Buff. Actually, can we do this? IO copy. Destination. Source. Look at that. Easy peasy. Actually, and this is gonna be an N. So we're gonna mux N R this return R. Wait, can we please type return this error? Look at that, beautiful. That should actually work. Let's go. Look at that, beautiful, man. Woo! Hey, beautiful. Can we just use W read from buff? Yeah, we can do a lot of stuff, right? We could do copy, we could do... what is this? Yeah, W read from maybe? Wait, where is my writer? We can't, because W is a writer, right? What we maybe could do is write to. Buff, write to W. I think this is gonna work as well. Is this an error? Can we delete this? Can we get some type-ins? Yeah? It's an N60, it's the same thing. So, un-R. I think it's gonna be the same thing. Normally, you should not have an error, right? Yeah, I think it's working pretty fine. So, yeah, it's alright. So, it's basically just this interface thing. But, yeah, you said read from, but it's the same thing. If you use the concrete type, which is this buffer, and you say write to, it's the same thing. It's what you mean, right? I don't know what's better. Write to, copy? No clue, man. Let's use write to. I like that. I would use copy because I didn't thought about write to, but now I thought about it. So thank you. Write to. Love you. Ik word nooit niet moe. Yeah, so now we need to read the next message, to be honest, because... But we are actually dumping a bunch of bullshit into this thing, right? We are... What are we dumping into that? Like an empty struct, basically. That's what we're doing. Look at that. Just everything 000. So I don't know what the client is responding to that. Let's make it 100, according to ChatGPT. So now we have default. There is no message, actually, to be honest, anymore. The game is over. We probably made a mistake anyway, right? Maybe because we don't respond with so what I think we need to do is we need to respond with what we can. George. Hello there. I'm with the editor police. You seem to be using VS Code, so I will have to take you to prison. Yeah. Why not? Why not, man? Arrest me. Look at that. Cuff me, man. Take me to prison so we can do nasty stuff in the showers. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I think so. What I think, my first intuition is basically that we need to support the produce thing. That's what I think. So let me open up this thing. It's probably also gonna create a topic, and also if I haven't. This protocol is quite a thing, man. Quite a thing. I'm not gonna lie. Leave group. Produce 0. Well, actually, that's. There's a version 4. There's a 5. There's a 6. There's a 7. There's an 8. There's a 9. There's a 10. What's the difference, huh, little boy? Oh, man, I have no fucking clue. Let's do. Oh yeah, it's probably like that. We support everything, you know. From 0 to 10. How do we know that we're not getting any messages? That's the question. Huh? So we read this buffer. Wait, maybe this. I think this copy is a problem. This write to is a problem. Look at this. What's going to happen, guys? So I have an intuition here, a small intuition, and for the people that actually are following the distributed course for free on my YouTube channel, look at that. I'm not quite sure. I'm just thinking here. That's programming. We could listen. We could already be done if we just opened up repositories and clones and we just copy paste stuff. We were already done. What did we learn? Nada. Nothing. You learned nothing. You know what I mean? You need to invest some time to figure things out yourself, because that's where you're going to make a shit ton of progress. I could easily look for a Go clone and copy paste stuff and everything is fine, right? So the thing is, now it's logical thinking here. We are not making this for a client. We're making this to create content on the internet, to learn something from it. So I think if we print here, encode, right? Actually, to be honest, we could do... Is it the encode? Yeah, it's the encode stuff. So we could actually say before encoding versions. Let's do that. And then we're going to say after encoding versions. After. So if we do this, it's probably going to block. It's not. No, yeah. Don't mind me, man. It did encode. I'm using a make file. I don't think we have any emotes, to be honest. Do we have some emotes here? I have no fucking clue. How do we do that? What's that? Hey guys. Kappa. Seems good. Hype. It's from the Primogen, huh? We have emotes. That's fine. I will check that out. But guys, I don't have time to do all that stuff. I need to hire somebody, man. I need to hire somebody to put this all into good. All into some greatness. Shit. We don't get any more. Wait. Let me ask GPT actually, to be honest. How do I know that? How do I know if the client received the response correctly? For that, I'm shaking my titties, man. Oh. Big packs. Pokemon Dex. Oh, man, ChatGPT, that's not what I asked for. I think maybe what I think that we produce, right? So that basically means that if we produce to food topic, I'm just guessing here, guys. I have no clue. API key. Well, I think maybe we should. Okay, topics or something 19. Version 0. There's the topics. Wait, okay, topics 4. 5, 6. We need these caps. 7. So what we could do is this. We can hint that we actually can. Where is this thing actually? Let's do that. Let's copy this. Let's paste that in. So it's going to be 7 as a max of create topics, and the API key is 19, right? Yeah. Maybe now the client will actually perform this thing. I don't know, man. No, man. No, man. Let's just wait. Is the client going to... Okay, now it's actually... Timeout. Okay, that's nice. That's fine. The timeout is fine. Wait, serious question. Did you move away from NeoVim? Not really, actually, to be honest. We still use it from time to time, right? And Vim is here, you know what I mean? It just does not have everything I want yet. So, yeah. I still need to find some time to configure it so it has everything that I need. That's actually the only thing. Producer terminating with 7 messages. Still in queue. Yeah, that's probably... You see, 7 messages, right? In queue, I know, but the thing is... Don't we read this thing then? That is faster than VS Code and doesn't have all the crap you probably don't need. Maybe, man. Maybe that is better. The problem is you need a MacBook, huh? We don't have any other, right? Are we gonna check all that stuff? Yo. Well, I have a MacBook, but I don't use my MacBook for coding because, like, streaming and all that stuff, my MacBook can't handle that. My MacBook can handle the goodness. Shit, I'm a little bit stuck, guys. I'm stuck. Because it's telling me... Oh, it's a timed out API version request in flight. Ah. Aha! Aha! I have no clue. Timed out API version request in flight. So it makes a request to me and it doesn't get a response, okay? But wait a secundos. Don't we need to... We will make it work. Actually, I think we need to send the whole header, to be honest. I think, to be honest, that each message will have this fucking header, man. That's what I think. This header. I think this header, something again, Chat GPT did not told us. Because if you check this documentation, they're gonna tell us, hey, this is an API version response. The version is 0. What do you think, chat? Assess the situation. Assess the situation, guys. Ugh, this video fucking flopped, man. My new video just fucking flopped. I don't understand. Yeah. You can't win every day, man. You can't. Okay, so what I think... Ah, wait. So, guys, I'm starting to understand this protocol. I'm starting to understand this. I'm starting to understand how they structure their documentation. Look at that. Took us basically 2 streams. It took us 4 hours. So how does this documentation work, right? So the first line actually, so this first line is going to be a summary. It's a summary, right? This is a summary. Look at that. Summary. Summary of the rec or resp. Right? So it's going to tell us, listen, API versions response. It will have the version 0. And it will have error code and a slice of API keys. Then we have this, which is actually the in-depth view of the fields. Little Timmy? Little Timmy, welcome. API keys. We will have error codes and API keys. API keys on itself, again, is a summary of what's in this field. API keys has the fields API key, min version, max version. Little Timmy? Shit. Details. Now we know how to decipher this. Finally! Look at that. So if you ever wanna do this stuff, now you know. Is there a level under Timmy? I don't know. No, because there are always the guys that basically cannot even. So they want to code, right? Like a friend of mine. That's not even a Timmy. His name is Philip Rahman. I already told about him, right? I'm gonna drink with Philip Rahman on Friday. By the way, on Friday I'm gonna drink with Philip Rahman. And Philip Rahman, I saw him in the gym today. Right? It's not a Timmy in the gym. He's a giant. He's a giant. He's 2 meters. He's a giant. But the problem is he was basically he ordered himself a course for coding, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and because he wanted to be a coder. He's a security agent, right, somewhere in the whatever. And he wanted because night shift and all that stuff, he don't like that. And these guys working for 12 hours instead of 8, but they work less days, but it's 12-hour shifts. He wanted to be a coder, and he bought this course, and he basically gave up after, I don't know, 1 hour and a half. You know, that's basically the level under Timmy. The people that they do not even come into the world of coding, right? They do not even come to my channel. They're not even never heard of the Primogen Theo, the skater boy from California. They don't know him. That are basically the level below Timmy. So Timmy is actually not that bad, right? Because Timmy made it. He made it out of the bullshit, and he can make a website, and he can do some stuff. But he's lacking the rest. That's Timmy. So, average height, yeah. 2 meters, he's giant. In Belgium, he's in the Netherlands and all that stuff. He's maybe average, but in my country, he's a fucking giant, you know what I mean? What is the music playing in the background? It's actually royalty-free music, and we're gonna actually change to electronic right now. Press enter. Damn, that was not correct. I'm gonna do it again. I'm a DJ, man. Huh? Huh? I don't know my volume anymore. Something like that, guys. What's up, Sartak999? By the way, guys, thank you so much, Scalum13337 for the follow. Thank you, Dal Leonardo for the follow, and Joich and Munef Def, and that's Bruno, and we have Novelty and Don't Read My Name Out Loud 1, and Killed Bazooka by Kozaks, which is completely different, but it is what it is. And all other boys, man, thank you so much for joining, for following me on Twitch. What kind of athlete are you? How do you know that I'm an athlete, man? It's probably my bio. I'm just jacked. Let us say that. And I run marathons from time to time. Can I call myself a fucking athlete? Yeah, can I? Basically, what do you need to have to become an athlete? I mean, you just need to look like one, right? Isn't that enough? Fake it till you make it, baby. Ugh, this GPT, man, is like... ChatGPT only works very well if you can filter out his bullshit. If you know that... Because let us... If I was a Timmy and I was reading this and I was trying to implement this thing, I would basically kill myself because it's never gonna work, because that's not how it works. We can filter that, but Timmy cannot filter this. So I cannot understand why people are afraid that AI is going to take over their job. I cannot understand that, because this is not gonna work 100%. Anthony GG, where are you coming from? You have a very Afrikaans sounding accent. I'm from Belgium. I'm from Belgium, but we had the Congo back in the day, so... You know what I mean? Maybe. I thought the same thing, but it's a make file. ChatGPT cannot produce 500 neurons. Yeah, it's fine. It helps, right? It helps time. I think, guys, that we need to send the header. So, the only question that I still have in mind, actually, to be honest, what is this? Don't we need to send the header back to the client each time we respond? And with header, I mean API key, API version, and size. I'm correct. Yes, you are correct. In Kafka, many other network protocols, when sending a response back to the client, it is standard practice to include a header in the response that typically contains metadata such as size of the response, the API key, and the API version. These details help the client properly parse and understand the response. Okay, so what is the API key? Okay, cool. Can we stop this, please? Yes. What is the API key of the API versions response? Okay. So 18 is big. Yeah. Okay. Got it. I got it, baby. I got it. You respond with the same key. Gotcha, man. I gotcha. So. Look at that. Look at that, baby. So we don't need this. Change of plans, boy. Change of plans. We don't need this. And we don't need this. We actually don't need the buff at all. We need the W, baby. You can do this, right? So let's do some Timmy stuff. Wait, that's all occurrences in the whole file. Is that what we want? We don't want that, right? It's fine. I'm not gonna do it because you know what I mean. I like do it like a Timmy. Wait, let's do this. That. Whoop. W. W. We don't need this. We don't need this. Return. Helemaal niks. Helemaal niks. Binary write. Binary natural MS, fine. So we're just gonna write everything like normal. But before we do this, right? So let's go back to encode. Boom, here. We're gonna actually write the header. How do we write a header? Let's do it quick and dirty. To test if it's worked, if it's gonna work. Actually, we could make an encode version here, huh? Like this. Link. Boom. API. Actually, version. API version like that. Encode. and codes. Error that we're never gonna return. Well, that we're never gonna actually do. No. And then we're gonna say binary. We need a reader. A Reuter actually. A Reuter. Binary. Big endian. Right. Actually no. Binary. Right. W. Binary. Big endian. A big endian. And then we're gonna basically write the version. Clone ID. Clone ID. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Idiot. You're an idiot. I know. Sometimes. Okay, I fucked it up. No! Did we, guys? Man, you need to clip that, man. Did we just fuck that up? I don't want to press U, man. This file was closed. It's GG, man. We all know what's gonna happen. Like there is like a little hope. There's like a little hope, like in the back of my mind, in the back of my brains, like a little hope that if I press U a couple of times, everything is gonna be back. There's like a little bit of hope, but we all know. I don't know what actually happened, to be honest. Somebody need to clip this. We need to clip that. We need to rewatch this. Can somebody clip this? I'm gonna press U. It's not gonna work. Oh la shit, man. God fucking damn it, man. It's gone. Can we recover this thing? Somebody make this clip. We need to reinvestigate what happened here. What the fuck was that? This never happened. This never happened. This is the first time in my life that this can. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Shit, man. Well, it's not a big of a deal, right? I mean, it's fine. We need to investigate this problem. We need to investigate this, right? So let's investigate this here. You know what I mean? What's going on here? Look at this guy talking about Timmy's and all that stuff, and he makes the biggest mistake in his whole life. All right, let's do that. Let's pause the music here. We're gonna investigate this. This was wild, man. This clip should be on fucking Instagram or TikTok or on YouTube, and it's gonna have millions. And people are gonna laugh with me, and my reputation is fucked. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen here. Let's see. I need to do some stuff here with my music, otherwise you guys can hear it. So wait, let me actually. Huh? The version. Clone ID. Clone ID. Wait. Whoa, is this music good enough? Whoa. Idiots. What an idiots. I know. Sometimes. I fucked it up. No! What the fuck, man? Holy shit. But look what happened, right? So. I know. Sometimes. What an idiots. I know. Sometimes. So I again, big screen here. Look, so what happened is... Wait, can we please go back, yeah? Okay, so... Idiot. I pressed some key combination, I slipped out, bit fat finger, it happened. Right, here. I know. Boom, I made a mistake. No, controls isn't gonna save me, Maybe it is, it can't. So at this point of the problem, we could basically recover. We could recover perfectly because the buffer is still open, right? The buffer is still open. The buffer was still open. But for some reason, we closed the fucking file. So this is like 2 mistakes in basically 2 mistakes in 1 second. How is that even possible? We fat fingered something. I don't know. We deleted the whole shebang right here. Here we deleted everything. 3 mistakes actually. 3 mistakes we made. Again. So here. Idiots. I know. Boom. Mistake. Well, it's this mistake. Yeah, everything is gone. Right? It's GG. Well played. And now we could recover. The buffer is still open. We could press U a couple of times, control, whatever. Boom. Good. But look at that. Wait. Close the file, man. What a fucking retard, man. Look at this. Oh, man. How did the buffer close? I don't know, man, how that happened. This is wild. Look at that. And now it's GG. The moment he knew, he fucked up, man. Look at that. Look at my face. It's panic mode. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, I fucked that up. I don't know how that happened, actually. How can that happen? How can you press all these combinations without knowing? It's like, huh? One idea. Wait. Whoa. Look at that. Is it here with this yank thing? And I wanna delete that. Yeah, no, it's fine. This is fine. I'm gonna place it on top, paste that in, change the version to header. What can go wrong if you type header? I know. Sometimes. But wait, there is some frame. There is a frame that's even. I know. You see this mistake one. I don't know what happened here, and then you have this mistake. This mistake, that mistake, all in fucking 1 second, like boom, boom, boom. But it's fine. It doesn't really matter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chit chat a little bit. Somebody needs to clip that, make it a video. It's good. This is crazy. This is actually so stupid. I don't know what happened, right? Yeah, send it to Prime. We need to send it to Prime. He's gonna be sick. But the thing is that it's fine. I will retype it over, whatever. I will do it tomorrow. I will retype everything we have. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, guys. Actually, to be honest, can we recover this? That's the thing. I need to make sure that we don't blow up your eyes. Here. Never ever in my life. I never experienced this. Never. And I did some mistakes. I did some big mistakes. Trust me. He fucked up. Wait, let me actually see what the music volume is. 2, and then let's play some shit, huh? Whew. Oh man. Control Shift T should do it. Is that Control Shift T? No. Yeah! No. Wait. No, man. It's no, man. No, man. No, it's not. Control Z go back, but it's not, man. It's like. Wait, it is. Who is this guy here? It's fine. Here the problem is here. Save the file. Yes! Commit this shit right now, man. How far is the progress of your HTMX Go course? It's completely done. Wait, let me show you here. Here you go. Thank you so much for the controls. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was fucked up because I saved the file. For some, I don't know what. Normally, it didn't pop even up, man. Nonetheless, what is the setup guy? Yeah, here. Alright, so this is the HTMX course, right? So we're gonna have, right, because people ask for that, it's completely done. So we have two intros. We have a public one and a private. The private one includes code. We're gonna have setting up projects. We're gonna do some super base setup, authentication, signing up users, yada yada yada, creating accounts, building settings page, reset password flow, blah, 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 building image gallery, image table, generation form, blah blah blah, hot reload, tailwind, yada yada yada. We're gonna use replicate for stable diffusion images. We're gonna generate them. We're gonna add credits to accounts. We're gonna integrate stripe 1, stripe 2. We're gonna use one-time password logins and lazy loading. We're gonna fix a crucial mistake. And then we're gonna have 2 videos about continuous deployment on DigitalOcean and adding better stack to that stuff so you have logs. That's it. You can buy that. Link in the description. Little dev, yeah. Little dev, it's fine. Don't discuss discounts. Only discuss discounts with me in DM. You know what I mean? Little dev. Nonetheless, this clip is a great clip. Not gonna lie, it's a great clip. Now we can actually finish this. What is the time actually? Because my kids. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have. What do we have here? H.size actually. Man, we cannot decode. That's the problem, right? The size, man. The size is a problem. I'm gonna try one thing before we're gonna talk a little bit. Let's do, because I'm getting very tired. We need this buffer again. Bytes buffer, because we need to write to this buffer. Buff. We also need to use this, paste that, and that's gonna be actually an N32. We're gonna do delete this thing. We're gonna do that. Hopefully we don't delete anything. Placeholder here, right? Placeholder. Boom. Just like this. I saved it. Mansour. Look at this. Look at this here. Look at his response here. Look at that. Look at Mansour. Bruh. Did you really? He knew what time. Luckily we can, man. Luckily. It's so weird that this happened, right? If you check that in slow motion, like 3 mistakes. How is it even possible? Skill issues, for sure. I know. It's not the first time that I delete my screen or something, but that I actually close the file and then save it, that's the first time that happened. Whew. Man. Zweten. So, buffer, the same thing here. Again, this trick. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do buff. The same thing here, buff. And then we need to actually do a binary big endian puts 32 bytes buffer, and then that's not bytes buffer, man. It's buffer bytes, buffer bytes, and then we're gonna do this. It's gonna be buff.len, but -4 because we don't include the size. Capiche? Are we done with Redis? Yes, and I'm making a video, like a structured video, put that on YouTube so you don't need to listen to all the yapping on stream. You're gonna have a full concentrated video on how you need to make Redis. So if you actually appreciate the work that I'm spending into it, then you should actually maybe consider to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitch and jump into the Discord community so we can make my grandma proud. You know what I mean? Lunchtime, big endian. Whoa wee! Carl Webster, why no new of him? Because if, guys, I'm gonna be honest. If we were using NeoVim, without undo tree plugin, which we don't have, and we had that mistake, the game was fucking over. If we closed the NeoVim buffer, if we closed this buffer here, look at that, how fast I opened that. It's like, what the hell's going on? I know. If we closed this buffer, deleted this buffer, and we closed that, the game was over, I think. No swap file. But luckily, because we are VS Code Timmies, we could do a Control-T. The master yapper it is, man. I'm the master yapper. I keep yapping. And I do the same thing against everyone. Against my kids. Against my GF. I'm yapping all over the time. And they are just sitting there like, yeah. They're basically nodding. Yeah. And I'm yapping. Then they don't even listen because they know it's all bullshit. I'm a yapper. Sometimes also a fabber. But lately not. Nah, I think the Kickstarter has persistent undo's enabled by default. Ah, okay. Vexoon, what's up? What's up, man? I'm not gonna dox you, Vexoon, but I know who you are. I know what you did last summer, man. I know it. I know what you did 10 years ago. At B-Mobile. We all know what happened there, right? And it stays between us, between you and me. Actually, we had a good time. So for the people that don't know, Vexoon, besides an outstanding World of Warcraft mythic creator, gamer, but also an amazing dad and husband. He was also a colleague of me back in the day at B-Mobile, where they exactly also fired me. But that was other reasons. I don't think it was my skill issues. I had some beef with that Sheeran. I had some beef with that Sheeran. That Sheeran worked at that company back in the time. And we had a good time, right? I remember that Vexoon where it's Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was basically the time that Pokemon Go was basically hipster, right? And we were catching Pokemons at our... And I was smoking outside, right? I was a smoker. Back in the day, I had the privilege. I was a smoker, so I could go outside to smoke a cigarette. And then there was like a poke gym across the street, and I was catching Pokemons there. And the Jarko and the Vexoon, of course, Jarko doesn't really matter because and Jarko basically he could not go to that gym because he didn't smoke. You see, smoking had some benefits, man. Smoking had some benefits. We had some good times there, not gonna lie. It was amazing times. It was a very, very cool company to work for. Very amazing people. But yeah. Yeah, guys. Sometimes this shit happens. So we're gonna do this. Good times, man. Actually, they fired me at the point they were doing a very cool project. I was a little bit sad that I couldn't do it. A very cool Go project, a very big one. But yeah, little did I know, right? And look at us now, huh? Look at us now. Look at us now. So you see, everything that happens in your life has some meaning, right? It's all written in the stars, you know? Written in the stars, man. So we do this thing, but we also gonna write here the... It's big Indian, boy. A big Indian. Buff big Indian, and then we're gonna say it's gonna be 18. I'm just gonna hardcode this, to be honest. I'm gonna do this, and then this is gonna be, what do we use? 3? Probably 3. Let's do that. This should actually work. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. No, we're missing something. We don't miss anything. We don't miss anything. Just change my mind. Just like that. Shit. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. Again, API versions request in flight. Again, once again, yeah. Probably due to broker version. Well, yo, what up, man? Usually high. What's up, man? Person, yeah. I've seen some of your YouTube videos. You've been streaming a lot recently, right? Yeah. Oh. I streamed actually a lot on YouTube for a year, right? I did a lot of streams on YouTube, sometimes on Twitch, but recently I'm on Twitch as well. Did you figure out what the zeros were? Yeah. Smoking inside also, let's be honest. No, Yarko, man, that's not true. Did we smoke? Oh yeah, vaping. Yeah, I was vaping inside. That's true. Yeah, then that was vaping. Yeah, that was vaping. That's true. I was doing that inside. Because me and Yarko, we were always the early birds at our job. Right? So there was nobody there. So I was vaping a little bit inside from time to time. If nobody could see it. You know what I mean? That's cool, you're from Belgium, right? Yeah. I live in Brussels, by the way. Yeah, nice. Your Twitch profile doesn't have a link to your Discord, by the way. God damn it, man. That's actually good. Mansour, write that on the to-do list, man. Write that on the to-do list. We need to fix that. I need to do my thingy. My Twitch is actually, I need to do a lot of stuff there, not gonna lie. So basically, let us recap, and then we're gonna chat a little bit, and then we're gonna figure it out next time. I'm gonna make sure that the next stream we can actually start implementing or thingy or storage. I swear to God. But now we have like a big stream, 2 hours of protocol stuff. I think very important for you to understand. It's not that you're gonna basically come across this every day. But you need to understand that you need to read bytes like the flare, man, like the flare or the libel. What I mean by that, you need to read bytes like you can read a book. So what we do, this is the placeholder for the size. Then we write the API key, which is 18, hard coded. The API request, API key of versions, hard-coded, right? This is going to be the version itself. API version. Then we're going to do the error code. Then we're going to do the length of the array. Then we're going to write the versions. Then we're going to write the throttle ms. And then we're going to basically put the size back at the place here, which is the buffer length -4. Because why? Because the size doesn't matter. And if she tells you that size doesn't matter, you are in a terrible position, my friend. It's starting to look a little grim for you, man. If that's what she said, that size doesn't matter, whew, man. That's not in a good spot. Not gonna lie. In a very terrible position, man. Yeah. But honey, size doesn't matter. Okay? Don't cry. And then she slips in my DMs. I'm sorry. Could be. And then she slips in somebody else's DMs, right? And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Right? Nothing. Little onion. That's what it is. No big onion for you, man. Babe, I don't like the big ones, they hurt. Yeah, something like that. What's up, Whoopin Yin? Hi, Anthony, glad to catch you live, man. Thanks for the thingy. I don't even know what it is. But hey, thanks. Welcome here. Welcome to the stream, man. Babe, I don't like big ones. That's actually a good one. Little onion. Wait, Ankur is going to come with some good stuff. Do we need to send the response header 0 or 1, which includes the correlation ID first? Yeah, man, like I said, you're right. We don't know what's going on. It's like all this stuff doesn't make any sense to me. Because a correlation ID, what kind of version is this? Because correlation ID, they don't know anything about a correlation ID here. Client software name, client software version, tag buffer. we don't even... We don't even have a tag buffer, man. It's like, I don't understand. And we read everything, isn't it? Because we do a read all here. Probably read API version. Yeah, here we do a read all, so we have 100%. Actually, isn't that dangerous? I think we made a crucial mistake. Client software version. I want to see. Is this a string? It's not a string. Now it's a string. No strings attached. It's this one, right? That seems good. I don't see any trailing crab bites going on. Because we do a read all, it could be that we're gonna read stuff that actually is meant for the next message. You know what I mean? It's like we're reading something else. But I think before it's sending back, I think the client, before the client sends back information again, it is waiting for a correct response of the API version request it's sending to us. We can basically read it completely fine. The problem is that we cannot encode it. So we can actually cheat a little bit. And what we could do is go to github.com Kafka clone Golang, something like that. And you see that I already checked it. Protocol. API versions is going to be this thing, right? Produce key. Of course, this is 6 years ago. I mean, but this is basically what they. Wait, it's like a key. We do the same thing, right? Wait, where am I, man? This huge font. Yeah, key. Maybe it's a problem because we don't specify this thing. Max version is 1. That's not true because this thing has 3 max versions. API key. Key API versions, man. Key API versions. That's what we're gonna do. Key API versions. Of course, we're gonna get bored here if I do make because we have a problem. That's no thing. We're gonna click this thing. We're gonna change it. It's the same garbage, right? You see, it's waiting. It's waiting. It's timing out right now. Boom, and it's timing out. It's timmying out because we don't respond decently. Let me see. There'll be a response probably here. Patch response. Man, how many? Man, am I fucking blind? API. This one. And now they have an API version suddenly. Suddenly there needs to be an API version in this thing. No, it's not. Response header v0 correlation ID. Kafka, I want to cry. Yeah, man. I also want to cry. It's fine. I will take. We will do it slowly. We will do it slowly, man. Don't worry. Response header v0 Correlation ID. Man, I'm confused, right? This is confusing me. I don't see any correlation ID here. But this is a very old package, right? This is 6 years ago. I mean, 6 years ago. Crying in the cold, man. I'm crying the whole time. But it's like people. People voted for this. You know what I mean? It's like I give people options and they picked Kafka. Well, they wanted to implement Kafka from scratch. Well, we're gonna implement Kafka from scratch. I'm the man of my word. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. Who voted for that? I don't know, man. The whole fucking internet, man. I like a lot of votes for this, not gonna lie. Can I actually show that? Where is this poll, huh? Look at this man's legs, man. If you low kick me, you're gonna break your leg. Need Kafka, 36%. 900 votes. Hey. Democracy, my man. Felix, you just purchased. Good luck, man. Good luck with the HTMX course. I just see it popping up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna do a little breathe out here. And I will make sure that the next stream we will figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I do a recap. And we're gonna start implementing, we're gonna actually produce and we're gonna start doing that stuff, right? This stuff. That's what we're gonna do actually in this stuff, right? Like I said, it's gonna be a circular buffer, right? How do you call that? A ring buffer. Ah, eine Ringbuffer. Der Weihnachtsmann. The ring buffer. The Weihnachtsmann. That basically means a Kerstman. Santa Claus in German, I think. How do I know that? Well, because I was watching a series on Netflix. How is it called? I don't know. How is it called? It was a German series about a girl that was disappeared, and they were looking for her. And then there was a guy keeping a child and a weird thing. How is it called? Can somebody watching these things on Netflix? Lucia? Not Lucy. No, it's not Lucy. It was. I don't fucking know anymore. It was a good series, man. Special. German. The Weihnachtsmann. That's how I know. Oh wow, you're ready to start producing? No man, we are not ready to start producing. We are not ready. We are still doing this protocol, but I will make sure that we are. I will figure it out. I will gonna look for a decent documentation where we can find exactly what we need to do, because apparently nobody knows what's going on. Even Apache Kafka's thingy, Apache Kafka's documentation, not. Look at that. Because this is the API versions request, that's fine. The responses, look at that. API version response. This thing. Where did you find that? Response header. Ah, a response header, of course. Wait. Can I type? Oh man, I'm tired. Response header. Of course. Maybe the response header is completely different than the request header. Can you imagine that? Huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. But it still is like, is it? Yeah. Okay, now it's just a size. No, it's not. Where did you find this link, Ankur? Where did you find that? Wait, it's like, let me search like this, like he typed it in. Response, space, header. There are issues with versioning. Yeah, it's like, I have no clue, man, what's going on. V0, but it's the same thing. It's a tag buff. It's gonna be completely different now. How do we know? But the thing is, now this is the response header. But we also need the size. This is the request header. We know that. We parse that perfectly. Oh. Version 2. That's not what we have, man. Wait. So this correlation ID doesn't belong to version, but that belongs to the header? Now it all starting to make sense, actually. Now it all starting to make sense. So man, what a wild ride, man. So it's the header is actually, it has a size. Wait, this is gonna be the request header. We're gonna change that, right? This to do. So this is gonna be the rec header. Request header. Look at that. Now it all starting to make sense after 4 hours. GG, well played. Welcome to the coding experience. Right? It's gonna be fun, they said. So we're gonna have the size. We know that. Size. Every header has a size. We know that. That's what they mean in documentation. You see, you need to be a fucking Einstein to do that. So size everyone. And then they say, okay, then we have headers request and response. This is going to be request. And for request, we have the API key, the API version, right? API key, API version. But we also have correlation ID. And then client ID. So, but we were reverse engineering that and we thought it was API version. Because why? Because this little motherfucker here, this little boy here, what's his name? ChatGPT Timmy here, told us that. Here, again, how can it replace our jobs if it's going to give me wrong answers? Each and every single time. This whole thing, from the Redis set protocol to today, 7 days of ChatGPT, never a correct answer basically from the first time. There was always something wrong. Always something wrong. And you are telling me that people are creating Flappy Bird clones completely... I cannot comprehend. Maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I have skill issues. Probably. So we need to actually move this here and this client ID here. And now it all starts to make sense because we were, of course, now everything is bored, but we were reading this API version and we couldn't comprehend what's going on. Look at that. Because we were reading this. We were reading this API version. Afdrukken. I don't have a printer, man. I'm trying to use my fuzzy finder in this thing. It's not working. Now I know why. API version. Look at this. So, I was reading this. Remember this in the beginning of the stream, like client software name, and we said, but man, there is a correlation ID, man. Why is it not here? And this client ID, where is it? Stupid documentation, but there is none. There is just none. It's all the fault of Devin. It's all the fault of ChatGPT. That's the problem. But now we know. Now we figured out. Actually, thanks to the MVP, Ankur. Ankur basically helped us with that. What happened with trying Neovim for a week? Yeah, that didn't age well, innit? We don't have time, man. We don't have time to set up my config. Right? Maybe over the weekend I will. I know it's not because I'm gonna drive my BMW M3 competition this weekend if the weather allows it. Right? That's what I'm gonna do. I have no time to code. We're gonna drive, and we're gonna drive for the whole weekend, man. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I need to do some stuff with the config, and then I will. We can use it. So that's it. So what is the response header in this case? So let's actually copy this, and we're gonna actually duplicate these fields. Is fine. So we're gonna call this a response header, and we're gonna, yeah. Actually, we can't, right? Because wanna race your M3 against my car. I'm not gonna race, man. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy, man? I don't know what you drive. What do you drive? Do you have 510 HP, Mansoor? If you have, maybe you have a chance, right? It's the M3 competition. Don't be mistaken. Don't be mistaken, man. Don't be mistaken. If you have a C63, maybe then you have a chance. Then you will have a chance. But otherwise, not quite sure. So here again, smash WoW here. Yeah, I've basically given up on ChatGPT because of that reason. Alright, I can't even fully trust it for both. No, you can't. What I've learned I can trust it to do is YAML config stuff. Yeah, probably it's a Fiat 500. And now Bart is pretty fast, but not that fast. Damn, I don't see any notifications. Did I? Oh, I disabled that alert box. Because I was... Oh, I'm a fucking idiot, man. I'm so sorry. I disabled the alert box because I was recording a video this morning, and then if people follow me, it comes through the alert box. So if you follow me now or do something now, I can actually see it, man. I'm so sorry. The whole stream people are basically being fucked. So Fear My Gaze, thanks for the follow. Iguana Stream, thanks. OM Rambert, thank you so much. We Opinion, thank you. Digimush, thank you. VLSL BRD, thank you. Xeronic, thank you so much for the follow. Husky TH, thanks. P American, thanks. Oh, 0x Mick, thanks. Ska, yeah, and all the rest. Holy crap, crazy. M5, yeah, the M5 is not, of course, bigger, but I mean, there is really, actually, to be honest, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but there is not really a big difference between M5 competitions and Lamborghinis, right? Like, even the M3 is already competing with Porsches and everything, you know what I mean? It's a very fast car. I watched all these videos on YouTube. Man, the stock M3 competition, like mine, man, it's a crazy car, man. Don't be mistaken. Yeah, now you see the things are working, right? Look at that. Yeah, the M5, of course, the M5 has a V8, I think. Right, the M3 has an inline V6, V6, inline 6, and the M5, I think it's an inline 8, or V8, I don't know. It's also heavier and all that stuff in weight, that's true. It's also big. I think the M3 is nice. Especially if you want to daily drive it and all that stuff, you cannot do anything with all these sports cars like a Porsche. What does it? It's a fucking Porsche, man. It's for girls. What are you gonna do with your GTR? Nobody fits in that. If you're gonna party, you can fit 2 people in that thing. You know what I mean? Philippe Raman, my buddy, he's 2 meters. He cannot fit in a fucking Porsche, right? How? Thanks for the follow. Tops 43. That's why I have a Polestar. These Polestars pretty nice. They are electric, innit? These Polestars. Merhaba Marius Borjak, merhaba. BMW in-live stream incoming. Yeah, I will. But in-live stream, I don't know if I'm gonna stream it, but I will make videos about that. 100%. That's why I have a G63. Do you have a G63? Look at that. In my dreams. Okay. I was thinking about that. So, by the way, guys, yeah, so now we actually know what's going on. We figured it out. Wait, this is the request header. We're gonna have a... I was typing a response header. I swear to God, I typed that. I swear to God, I typed... Yeah, you see? I remembered it. So we need to make something with the response, but the problem is we need to have the size. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem. To have a different struct with a size. So we're going to delete that and we're going to figure that out the next stream. So now we know what's going on. So now it's going to be easy. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to basically implement this stuff here. Right, what we drawn, what we think is going to work. Ring buffer, hash map, blah, blah, blah. Produce, consume, make a test. And call Kafka, I think 1 or 2 or maybe 3 streams, and then Kafka is done as well. What's next? You know what I mean? Let's make a poll already. So what's going to happen for the people I don't know, for the people tuning in, I don't know. If you're just watching or you're just tuned in, we are going to basically recreate all this stuff in Go. Redis we already did. Kafka, Nginx, maybe traffic, I don't know. Whatever, it could be whatever. If you have some good ideas, let me know. In the comments on YouTube, if you see this, if you're still brave watching this 2.5-hour stream, then GG, well played, you're gonna make it. Otherwise, you're probably, yeah, already playing, I don't know, Call of Duty or something. But we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna keep doing that until everybody's smart, until everybody's hired. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Wait, just one more thing here. Just came across your videos on YouTube. Made me try something new besides work. They are banger and straight to the point. Keep up the good work, Anthony. Happy to learn Go with you. Thank you so much. Full up Zoltan01. Thank you so much, my man. Now a Sage 300E, but modded. C300E. Oh, this is hybrids because they are pretty fast. Because when I had my Mercedes, well, I still have it. I had a replacement car because it was broke, and I also had the C300E, and that thing, man, it even had a Sport Plus modus, the red thingy. Boom, that was basically, oh man, that was fast. But I don't think it's going to be faster than an M3 competition, I'm gonna lie. Even though it's hybrid and all that stuff, it's not gonna work. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a fast car, even if it's modded. But you cannot mod a lot on these C300s. You can't. You cannot do a lot of mods. You cannot do a lot of mods because I have the C250E. The C250E, completely matte color. It's the same thing, but it's just it's the 1.3 engine with the battery. I could do nothing. The only thing they do is deleted my muffler. That's the only thing. They could not replace my exhaust. They could not because my, oh wait, maybe your engine they could access the ECU, because in my engine they couldn't. That's why I couldn't mod it. But it's fine. Ah, they could change mapping. I see. In mine, they could not even change the mapping. They could not do nothing. But yeah, that's fine. Now it will be on my driveway, and I will be driving the other car. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the Mercedes, my car is this one. Is the CLA 250E matte color. This one is mine right now. This one. This thing. But I have the EMG kits. EMG kits. Not the EMG thing, but the kits. Yeah, this is my car, right? This one. This one is my car. Exactly this one. No, not. Because this is a... No. But it looks the same. It looks the same, but it's not the same engine. Wait, can we see a decent picture? This is what I have right now. And I keep it. I keep it, by the way. I'm not going to sell it. So I keep this car as well. It's actually this one, right? This is mine. Do I have better pictures? Well, anyway. So this is mine, right? What I have right now. And this is the... My engine is a C250E, which is the hybrid. This color is what I have, yeah. Wait. This thing. Look at that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's him. That's my car. But this is the 180. I have the 250E, which is a hybrid, which is electric and petrol, I guess. How do you say that? But the thing is that the engine in this car, it's a fast car. It has 200 40 horse, which is nothing, but it's still something. Horsepower, but the engine itself is the 1.3 Renault motor from Renault, 1.3 liters. And then you have the battery, right? And it's those two combined and the torque of the battery makes it that's pretty fast. Of course, not compared with you cannot compare it with this baby boy here, man. You cannot compare it with this little boy here. You know what I mean? This 510 HP, right? So yeah. So I will have 2 cars on my driveway. Isn't it amazing? But the other one is for all right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's like M line versus actual M4B. Yeah, exactly. It's the AMG kits that I have on my car. It's the kits. It's not the. It's the line, right? Of course, the BMW is gonna be the M3 competition, which is of course the competition, right? But it's, yeah, you need to upgrade your cars. You know what I mean? You don't buy these dangerous sports cars in the beginning of your career. You know what I mean? You just gently scale up. The next thing is maybe the Lambo. You know what I mean? We never know. We never know. You need to subscribe to my channel and make me fucking rich. No, of course not. It doesn't really matter. I don't think driving a Lambo is nice, especially not in Belgium. They're gonna have problems everywhere. Like, cannot park that, or they're gonna do nasty stuff with it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining the stream. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Thanks for the follows and all that stuff. And I see you tomorrow. Probably we're gonna make sure we're gonna complete and nail this